air if we're live? We don't know yet. Are we live, guys? All right.
Yay, finally.
Thank you for waiting for us. As usual, you know, we're fashionably late, of course. Thanks for tapping in. I have again with me this week, Ella.
Hey, guys.
At Ella's World. And then I have Peyton.
Hi, everyone.
Peyton Freestone. And thank you guys for tuning in. This is like an all girls vibes tonight, whatever.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, okay. So let's, I guess, dive straight into it. Oh, wait, before we go into Peyton, a little bit more about you. What did everyone do this past weekend? Like for 4th of July? Did you guys?
I honestly, my weekend was so chill. Like I was telling you guys earlier, I got a flat tire. I was trying to do all that.
Beyond, I love how like you're putting a flat tire as chill.
My
You're
flat
like, yeah,
tire,
that was nothing.
my flat tire was really like a dramatic scene because it was just so funny. Calling AAA, I never do stuff like that. I'm like, excuse me, I have a flat tire. I don't even know what to do.
Wait, yeah,
but
you
it was
did.
really
You
chill.
just had a flat tire the last time when I went out with you and your sister.
Yeah, it was
so
that.
it was actually really recent.
It was so weird.
Mind
so
you,
weird.
I had the same. I had a nail in my tire like this month, like yesterday, and then last month too. People,
That happens to me all the time.
Oh, it
Getting
does,
nails in
right?
my tires. Yes.
I'm like, do people
Okay.
just throwing nails in the street? Like,
No, I
fuck
swear they are,
everybody.
because that's happening like 5 times.
Oh my God, I hate it.
And here, I literally thought I was the only one. I'm like, it's just
No.
me. I have bad luck.
No.
Okay,
It
good.
happens
So
to all of us.
right.
All of us. Yeah, but honestly, my weekend was chill. Happy 4th of July, everybody. You know, hope you guys were safe. No one blew up.
Did you work on
Yeah.
4th of July, like at Sam's or?
You know what?
at
My goal
Nicholas?
was to do it, but I was so tired. I said no. I waited till I believe Monday. I can't even remember the days, but I think I went on Monday to work. I think I made money. I'm not sure. To go back and track.
Right.
What'd you do?
I went out a few times. And
Like
then,
out, like day party,
like just went out at
club?
night, like Friday and Saturday, just a little bit. And then Sunday, I went to a few parties.
Mhm.
They were not entertaining me. And so I walked in, said hi, made my rounds, and then I was like, okay, I gotta go. And I was home by like 4 p.m.
You were like,
Oh,
I didn't watch
okay.
one firework, not even one.
oh,
Were you
no.
sleeping? Were you like, I'm gonna go to sleep?
Was it
I
local?
literally just got in the bed.
Were they
I was
local?
like, yeah, it was like some well-known people. I went to a couple of their parties, and it was
Mhm.
cool, but it was just like boring. I was like, I'm not gonna stay here if this shit is boring. So I
You're
left.
like, no. Wait, you start lining up your own fireworks?
Right.
They're all looking at you like,
Right.
what are you doing?
Right, like we need some excitement around here.
Yeah, I need some fireworks
Right.
tonight. I need some fireworks going on
Right.
right here. But yeah, I totally know what you mean. I feel
Yeah.
like that too. Like me and Jasmine will look at each other and we're like, "Are you ready to go?" Yeah,
Right.
we're ready to go.
Or we're like, all right, let's go somewhere else. Like, what's the next move?
Right.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yeah, we just
Right.
look at each other. We're like, "Is it the next move?" Or is it no? It's either where are we going next? You ready to go? Or you ready to go eat? That's
Right.
the only
The
eyes
last
we give
one.
each other.
Mm,
Oh
yeah.
I'm always ready to eat.
Yeah.
We're like, let's eat, and then we'll
Right.
call it a night, and all that good
That's
right.
stuff.
Exactly.
So that's good. Okay, so it was a very chill weekend. What did you do, Jasmine?
I went to the beach, hence this tan.
Ooh, this nice glow you have.
I
going on.
actually got sunburned, so I hope it doesn't peel. But that's it. I was at the beach
Oh,
all
okay.
day.
Yeah, I love that.
Didn't see no fireworks, and then I went to go eat after. I love that we're all on the same page with eating.
Go
and
eat.
then just went home and I went to sleep. I think.
That's
Yeah.
good. Okay, so it was very chill 4th of July. Awesome,
Mhm.
awesome. So let's get into the sweet topics. Let's find out more
I'm
about
ready.
you, baby.
So where are you from? I remember you're from somewhere other than
Yeah,
LA. right?
I'm from the Midwest. I'm actually from like Chicago suburbs. And then I went to college at University of Maryland. And then I moved here when I graduated in 2018.
So Chicago's part of the Midwest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know
Midwest.
that. But Chicago,
Yes.
like people like say it's cool out there, right? Or not
Yeah,
really?
It's awesome. I think the people in the Midwest are the best because they have the best manners.
Midwest are the best.
Yes.
Yeah, they have
Yes,
the
yes,
they have
they
the best
do.
manners and the best hospitality, but they're also very real. Like people don't fake like they like each other. Like
Kind
they
of
do
like New
here.
Yorker. Like
yeah,
New
very
York.
real. Like Midwest and New York people are very similar,
Yeah.
and so there's no like fake shit like there is in cities
And-
like
Mhm.
LA,
Yeah. True.
which I love. and
Why
I
did you
miss
want to
that.
move to LA?
For entertainment? Like I work in entertainment,
Oh,
like
more
modeling and acting and
opportunities.
stuff, and so you can't really work in that on the East Coast. And like I went to school near DC, so like there's nothing really
Mm.
there, or in Chicago really. There's like more
True.
opportunities here.
Yeah, you gotta come here. Either gotta go to
Right.
New York.
And I was
here.
tired of the snow.
Yeah.
That had to go.
But you got all 4 seasons, right? Or full seasons.
All 4 seasons.
You didn't appreciate, like, did you love that?
I hated it.
Maybe because we don't come from
I
that.
grew up in it.
I would love
Yeah.
that.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
after the first winter, you would hate it.
Yeah, I was
You
about
would
to
hate
tell
it.
you the same thing. I think, Jasmine, we don't know how good we have it
You
till
don't.
we go to other places where it's so cold you can't even like
Right.
turn on water.
I've
or
loved
running
snow.
water.
Okay, so what was like the negative in the snow when you were like in winter or your
So-
guys' winter?
Okay, let me put it to you like this. When I was in high school, like in my school district, if it wasn't like lower than like -10 or more than 2 feet of snow, they wouldn't cancel. So you still have to go.
Okay.
So you
Wait, so do you have, like, an
people
inside
don't know
cafeteria?
what -10 feels like until
Yeah,
you're
girl.
in
-10
-10.
is super cold.
You're literally like
Layers
you
of
can't
like
do
beanies.
anything. Like you have to cover every
gloves.
inch of your body besides your eyeballs. Like it's
Wow.
literally horrible.
That's horrible.
And
That
the
does sound
snow,
horrible.
like you walk outside and it comes up to here, you're not going to appreciate snow anymore. Like you're going to hate it. It's not fun. Like having
So
to
do
clean
you
off your
still hate
car
it?
and shovel the driveway. Like that's not fun.
Do you still hate it, the snow?
I just, I like it when I go back for holidays. I'm like, oh, okay, snow's
You
pretty.
appreciate it.
But
For
then I
2-3
come. But then as
days,
soon as I
yeah.
fly back 3 days later, I'm like, oh, I'm so happy it's warm here. Like
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so happy.
Exactly.
So that's not fun about the Midwest.
Yeah, I
Nice.
could totally get that because
Yeah.
I've only been to the snow mountains. You know, this is like what Big Bear area, which
Yeah.
is like 2 hours away from here, and it's not even that bad.
Right.
But I was about 13. It was a black ice.
13?
It was because that's
That's
how-
the last
yeah,
time you went?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so you guys know black ice, right? Like you can't really see it.
Yes.
No,
Slipped,
I didn't
fell, hit my tailbone. I couldn't sit on my butt for like a month.
Oh,
Never
shit.
again will I be out or near the snow. I hate
Oh.
the snow. The snow is just not for me.
Right. And it's like car accidents and everything.
Yeah, it's
like-
just dangerous.
Yeah.
It's cold, and why would people want to go out there? I have no idea. That's on you. But for me,
right.
I enjoy LA weather, and I am a straight LA girl. I love it here.
Meanwhile, for
Meanwhile.
me, I went to Canton, Ohio, which I feel like that's like really Midwest. It's like football. You eat chili all the time, and freaking all
Right.
that stuff. And I loved it. But their snow wasn't like Big Bear snow. It was
Okay.
like soft, really soft. I don't feel like it was slippery.
It was
Yeah,
fresh snow. That's why.
and
She
then-
got the good
oh.
Fresh. She got the fresh snow.
She got the fresh
She didn't
snow.
get the couple day old snow.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
no.
then that's when it
Slip
gets
off.
nasty.
Yeah,
huh?
that gets
on the
all
road.
dirty and
Yeah.
not nice.
Oh, then yeah, but I loved it though, and
Yeah.
then like, yeah, I just liked all of it. And then I'm sure like where you're from, it's like a very slower pace, small hometown feel,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the
And I
suburbs
love
are
that.
definitely
Like
more.
I think I could get used to that.
Oh no, it's
I
terrible.
don't think I could.
You don't miss
I
that?
could, I
don't
could
think
never live in a slow paced city ever again.
Yeah. Girl, I don't know how you survived, but you're out here.
Girl,
You're
right.
You
good.
did the
Yeah.
damn thing,
You did
and
that
nobody
thing.
can tell you otherwise.
So we were
Right.
talking about this a little bit earlier off the air, but
yeah.
birthday sign, give us all that gossip. We want to find out what's your moon rising, what's
Okay,
your
great. I got all of it. I got all of it.
Yeah, I want to hear
So
it.
my birthday is May 19th. I just turned 25.
Happy
I am a
birthday.
Taurus,
Yes.
of course. Very proud of that too. And then I have a Capricorn rising and a Gemini moon. Yeah.
That's why I like you. Oh
Not
my
the
God.
Gemini.
You got the Gemini. Okay, that's why I
Yeah.
like you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I like you.
It just makes me very much so like I either fuck with you or I don't.
Yes, I love that.
There's no in between. Like I can't fake it. I can't half-ass it. I either like you or I don't.
That's good.
And that
though.
goes with friends, with men, with everything, you know?
Okay, yeah.
So that's just where it makes me balance.
What
with
about
that.
the moods? I feel like Geminis can kind of be like very drastic mood swings, like Dr. Jekyll, Dr. Mrs. Hyde.
No,
whatever they
I
say.
actually want to say opposite. I feel like Geminis are adaptable. You say or you show a kind of mood, and they will either go with it or show you something different. I don't know. I feel like Geminis are very, or like the Gemini sign or the way they are, the traits are very off. Because I hang
Yeah.
out with a lot of Geminis. And
I feel
know
like
it's off.
for me, like I think all of the like I have a lot of Earth in me. Half of my chart is in Earth.
It's Earth,
It's
yeah.
Taurus and Capricorn. Half of my chart is. And so I think for me, like the way that I come across in my aura, my moods are very Earth. Like when you first see me, I look really mean. I look like a bitch. But then when I open my mouth, I'm a different person. And I hear
Yes.
that all the time. And so I think mine is more Earth related because a
Yes.
lot of Earth signs come
not
off
so
like
Gemini.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, the Gemini more controls like my relationships. Like, what if I don't like you from jump, I'm not gonna like you.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
You know,
Very
And I'm
true.
not
And the
gonna fake
Gemini
it.
was your moon or
my
your
moon, my rising is Capricorn. So that's the way that I look and the way that I come
That
across.
you
It's like
come
very
off.
just rude.
Your moon is your love, which my moon is my
Right.
Libra.
Your moon is your emotions. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's why.
I love that. Okay. Did you do anything fun for your birthday, by the way? Or like,
Me and one of my girls went to Six Flags. I love like thrills and adventures and stuff like that, and I just really wanted to go. So her and I went it was on a Wednesday. So a lot of my friends like work and stuff, so we couldn't go out on Wednesday. And then Friday we all went, like a group of us went to Tao, and then we went to Highlight Room, and I was drunk by like 1:30. Don't remember anything.
So you do be partying.
it's her birthday.
Okay,
She
but
had to.
I'm
She had
definitely
to.
gonna invite you then, like whenever I
Yeah.
have some things coming up, because I never know. I'm like, should I hit her up? I don't know. If she like
Yeah.
it's not that type of energy or like.
Yeah, I think I'm the type where like I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's Friday, I have to go out. It's like, okay, if someone invites me to go somewhere, I'll probably go.
Yes.
But I'm not just gonna go because it's the weekend.
Yeah.
That's
You know
dope.
what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm always on for
And as for the
something
whole
with food.
theme park thing, Jasmine. That's all Jasmine.
Right.
She loves
You don't like theme
parks.
parks?
I hate rides. Final Destination, hell no. It's in my mind.
Oh
It's
my
like
gosh.
Oh
forever
my god.
in my not even like Disneyland. I can't do Disneyland. Teacups probably, but that's
Oh
it.
my god.
No Matterhorn, nothing crazy. My feet are not leaving the ground. I'm
Oh my
so
goodness.
safe.
Back to the astrology signs. Have you ever met like a guy where you were like, what sign are you, this and that? And he was like, oh, I'm not into that. Don't ask me, blah, blah, blah. Like strict to be like.
I haven't met someone that was that rude, I would say. I'd have them say like, oh, I don't think that's real. Like, I don't believe
Does
in
that bother you?
It's more of just like, then you don't know who you are. Because I think it's so real. Like,
Me too.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
all the signs that my chart say I'm not going to get along with, I don't get along with.
And they say,
Genuinely.
wait, they said Leo, you don't?
No, I love
Oh,
Leos.
okay.
I don't get along with Sages, even though Sag men love me.
Oh,
But it literally will always turn out to be so toxic.
Oh, shit.
And
I
so as
know
soon
why.
as they say that, I'm like, oh, you gotta go.
I know
you have
why
to
though. I
go.
know, yeah. Trust me,
Carla, she's like, I know
why because
Pick me.
Saggies, Libras, like mostly fire signs. Because I do think Sag is a fire sign, and
Sag
I'm
is a fire sign.
They could be a little tricky, and trust me, because I have only like 1 or 2 friends that are Saggy, and I only keep them around, but it's like a distance because their energy is just not my energy. So
Right.
I understand why. Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely my least favorite sign on the planet.
So it's okay though if like the guy's like, oh, I'm not into that, even though you talk about
But
it.
I just want to know why when they say that. I'm like, why
like
are you not into
you'll
it?
keep talking about it though. Huh?
Yeah,
You're like,
I'm
well,
just
this
like,
and
I
that.
literally just be like, okay, so then what's your sign? And then they tell me, and then like, I don't know anything about it. But then they'll probably say like Sag or something that I don't like, and then I'm like, this is why you don't like it.
Yeah.
Because you're a sign that I don't like.
You're a Sagittarius,
Yeah,
that's
right,
why.
right.
Get out of my face.
Yeah. So I don't like you anyways.
Yeah, well, let's cheers to all our signs.
Oh,
with the-
Cheers.
I ran out of drink, but cheers, guys. Cheers. I know. I was like really thirsty, you guys.
Hey, we can
I
grab some.
was. Oh, I don't want to. No.
It's okay.
I was.
You can leave it
I
on.
was gin.
We're re-upping, guys. It's the gin and the Red Bull. Just as long as it's on all of us. No, please.
No, it was
Gin
just
in this.
fine.
Right.
No, she's
You
like,
guys, I'm really sorry. Just that I was on a roll today. I didn't have anything to eat. I'm super thirsty. So, sorry.
all of us.
It's fine.
All
I
right.
wouldn't.
So, what is your spirit animal if you had to pick one?
I feel like my spirit animal and my favorite animal are the same. It's a monkey. It's my favorite animal my whole life.
Ooh.
And I feel like they're the same because monkeys are like, they're so cute and they look so pretty, but then they're very like, if you piss them off, they're going to be rude.
They're gonna
And
attack.
I feel like that's how I am.
Okay.
So like, they're so like, when people seem like, oh, she's so pretty, she's so this, but then it's like, if you do something, like I'm going to be not nice.
I'm gonna scratch your eyes out.
Right. Not that I won't be, not that I
Well,
won't
that's
be
what monkeys
nice.
do. They scratch your eyes
Right.
out.
I just won't like fuck with you.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like that's my spirit animal, just because I just love them, and they're so free.
Monkey.
Like they're in the rainforest, just
like
free
it's
as hell.
like a chimpanzee.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
No,
super
I feel like
free.
the monkey she's talking about is like a cute little
Like a
rainforest
cute monkey.
That he's like
They're
trying
just
the
living in
trees
beautiful
and they're just,
trees
like,
and living their life.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and they just eat fruit and just
Ooh.
run
It's so funny
around.
because
and I
people
just
always
love
say
it.
like a tiger, a lion, or like
Yeah.
something like.
I mean, I have mine. What's your spirit animal? Not your favorite
girl.
animal, but your spirit animal, and that's just the same.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's something that would fly for sure. Like,
right.
a bee.
Hey, that could you're like a mosquito.
Ew.
A wasp.
A wasp.
A little bit more deadly.
Yeah, honestly,
don't
I haven't even thought about it, to be honest with you. I was about to say that because I saw the question. I go, that's a good question, Jasmine.
I'd be a honey badger.
Why?
Ooh, I like that.
Because I think a couple of people have told me, they were like, you know what, honey badgers are like, I don't know what family they run in, but like basically they will literally fight, and they're small-ish, almost like beavers but bigger, but like a Tasmanian devil, and they'll fight off like a whole pack of lions. Like they're fucking crazy. Like literally, like there's videos where like honey badgers don't give a fuck. I'm like, that's me.
Ooh,
I don't give a fuck.
I like that.
Like it's just like, you don't give a fuck, and you're just like, ah.
Is that something that you heard and stuck? It just got stuck in your head that you're like, this
Yeah,
is what
I'm
I am.
like,
Okay,
you
cool,
know
cool,
what?
cool.
I'm trying to embody the honey badger. Like when you give no fucks and you're just gonna go with it and go crazy
Right.
with it.
True.
You know what people have said that I am?
What?
They've said that I'm a pit bull.
A pit
Oh,
bull.
I've been
so
called a
a
pit bull by
dog.
like 10 people.
Oh.
Because in a good way though, because they have like super sweet. Like they can
are
be
sweet.
cuddly.
Right, they're sweet, but like if they
vicious.
need to be vicious, they're vicious.
Yeah.
A lot of people be like, "Oh, Peyton the pit bull." Like you're just
Oh,
a pit
damn.
bull.
I like that. Peyton the pit bull.
That should be your podcast. If you're starting a podcast,
Peyton
Peyton
the
the pit
pit
bull.
bull.
Peyton the pit bull.
Yeah.
You
I like the way that
Maybe that's my
sounds.
spirit animal from other people. Maybe that's how other people see me.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't even pick my own.
Yeah.
How I just said what other people said, but
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Thank
That
you
is
so
good.
much.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now we could cheers.
Okay.
salute.
Cheers. Salute to new friendships. Oh my God.
Yes.
Honestly, you're super cool.
You're gonna
How
keep
did I
coming
know-
out with us.
how
If,
did I
well,
know
we're
she's
gonna invite
absolutely
you.
Yes. How did I know? Like
You did know.
something about her. Like she's like, you know, her energy is just different.
Oh, I appreciate
Because you've
that.
introduced me to a lot of people, Jasmine,
Mm-hmm.
and it's only a few people in your circle that we always like call up and like, hey, let's hang out.
Yeah.
Or let's travel. Period. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're gonna move on to our main topic, everyone. All right. 2 words: pretty privilege. All right. I want to know what your definition of it is, and then your definition. So
Okay.
go ahead. What is pretty privilege? And you've heard of it before, right? Because earlier I asked you.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that pretty privilege is a thing for men and women.
Yeah.
I definitely have it. I think that pretty privilege is just when you're an attractive person, you have more privileges than maybe a more normal person. Like, I think, you know, you can get into places, you get more things free, you get access to things, you get invited places, you get, you know, different job opportunities. Or I just think that there's a lot that goes into it because there's a lot more benefits to it when you look a certain way, or even when you carry yourself a certain way while looking a certain way. You know what I mean? And so I think that there's just a lot of things that go into having that privilege. But I think men and women have it. People can't just say only women have it. Men have it too. When men are attractive, they have it too.
Yeah. True.
Do you think that can even go sometimes in a relationship, like where sometimes you can get taken care of by your significant other straight only off of looks? Have you like heard of people in that type of situation? Not necessarily sugar daddies, but just like even regular people were like, oh well, he's so handsome, he's so fine. I'm gonna take care of him.
I think people get away with a lot of shit
There
because
we
they
go.
look
There
a certain
we go.
way.
That's so
I love
good.
That's what it is. Because like girls, when they're with a guy,
Yeah.
oh, but he's so fun. He's so
That's
girl.
me. That's
Yes.
Girl.
Get away with murder and stuff
Like,
like,
right,
that.
You
look
can
at
get away
them.
with murder.
It's like you look at their face and they're like, God, but then I think like, why did God give you that face? You know,
Right,
like
yeah.
why?
Yeah. No, I think it's that they get away with more things. Because like when a pretty female is with a not attractive guy, she's going to get away with everything.
Yeah.
And vice versa. When a really attractive guy is with a not very
Relationship
attractive
wise,
female.
have you ever gotten away with things? I'm not saying like you're a cheater or anything, but have you ever kind of like finessed a little bit type of situations, relationships?
Oh, I want to hear this.
And you're like, well, look at me. Who are you going to get better?
I have said that. I'm not gonna lie. I've been like,
And it was facts. She's
right? It's like
facts.
it's
preaching
just
from
like,
the Bible.
It's just like, sir, I'm good looking and I have a good personality and I
And
have
you're
a lot of great
boss.
other things.
You got
Yeah,
body,
so-
all
so-
natural.
Right. So I'm like, how are you gonna upgrade after me?
Yes.
And that's not me being ignorant. That's just
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
Facts. Big
So
facts.
I've definitely said that, especially when the guy is not on my caliber. I've definitely
Oh,
said
don't
that.
you
Like
just hate
you're
that?
never gonna
like
get
you
no bitch
lowered
better than me,
yourself trying to believe
Right.
in him.
and you're not gonna get anyone better looking than me. So good luck. You know, like I've definitely said that. I wouldn't say I got away with things, but I've definitely used that line.
Yeah,
Like,
and you
you
know what?
knew.
Talking about that, like, why do we sometimes see that, like, a lot of beautiful, good-looking women with these guys that are, we feel as women, that's not to your level, girl, because
Right.
because as women, we always see other girls and we're like, damn, she's so beautiful, damn,
Right.
she's so well taken care of, she's smart, she's this, she's that, and she's with this guy that is not to her level. So
Right.
we gotta understand, like, what's going on right there. It's either like he's satisfying her there in bed and mentally, physically.
Or
Yeah.
sometimes like you just really, I've been there where like you really just like have that connection, like you fall in
Right.
love with someone who's just maybe not like,
Right.
because of pretty privilege,
Yeah.
maybe you could get something higher. I'm not saying it, like, you know, but maybe because you just fall in love with that person. That's
But
all
I
would
also
think.
think that there's way more attractive women in the world than there are attractive men in the world.
Oh yes, for sure.
So, what are the odds that every single attractive female is going to be with an attractive male?
Very slim, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen, yeah.
There's so many attractive women in the world.
Mhm.
So many. Like, so many beautiful females, and they're all different looking. There's
Yeah.
not, like, guys can be attractive, but it's just different, I think.
Yeah, very true.
You know?
So back to pretty privilege, like on the specifics. Have you guys ever gotten like jobs or like gigs? Not necessarily going to the club, but like anything like or like have you ever like had a friend invite you guys out and they're like, well, like they chose, like, let's say like their friend that had a table or something was like, oh, well, are your friends pretty? Like, bring baddies.
Mhm.
Like, they're always like, oh, well, we're going to hit up Peyton. We're going to hit up Ella. Because they're,
Right.
you know. So
Yeah.
has that played?
I
And
could
work-wise,
honestly-
too, has it really, like, played off for you?
I can honestly
Yeah.
say, you girls were born. First of all, you guys got beautiful hair, beautiful eyes. You guys are like just gorgeous naturally. I, on the other hand, was given a different hand.
You were always
I
pretty.
mean, I was cute.
She
I
was
was
always
cute.
pretty.
But I upgraded, and I could say that being from how I started to where I am, pretty privilege is 100% for sure a thing, because
Right.
I've totally seen the difference when I switched up from then to now. And now it's just like, if I need something, I just make a call. If I want something, I make
Right.
a call. Before it was just like, okay, I gotta save up, I gotta do this, I gotta speak to these kind of people. And now it's just like, I need something. Who is the most closest person I could go ahead either through my social media,
Right.
just following. So I totally believe it's true. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The cuter, the prettier, the maybe more outgoing, because it's kind of double standard too. I've met a lot of people that are very pretty but very ugly
Inside.
inside.
Right.
So I know that they don't get far ahead because
Right.
of the things I've seen.
Like, you have to be, like, all
You
around.
have to be all around
Right.
pretty. And because, yeah, like someone could offer you something, but you could be so like mean, or like they're like, we're not
Right.
gonna work
But
with
sometimes
you.
some people are so blinded to it. They're like, I don't care if she or he is mean. They're like, as long as they look good, like arm candy type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm just like,
Like, they think
It's
it makes themselves
definitely-
look better.
it's definitely a privilege. Like when you're good looking and you carry yourself well, you know how to speak. I feel like a lot of doors are gonna definitely open
Right.
up for you. Like it's just
Yeah.
a given. Yeah.
I think the very first thing people see is the way that you look. And then if you
Yeah.
come with a great personality, I think it's
That's just like a
automatically
plus.
going to give you what you want. You know what
True.
I mean?
True.
I've gotten so many job opportunities or booked on things just because people saw how I looked, and then I went and created a good relationship with them, and then they want to book me 100 times.
And they were probably so
Yes.
surprised because they're like,
Right.
wow, you're amazing, you're dope, you're
Right.
like
Yeah.
this and that.
I get told that all the time, like, oh, I thought you were gonna be a bitch, or I saw you, I thought you were rude.
And then have you heard like, oh, I've had other Instagram girls and like they were complete freaking
Yeah.
this and
I
that.
heard
They
that
were
too.
rude, or they
I've
didn't
heard
look the way
that.
that they looked,
Yeah.
or a lot of things have, or they didn't show up and perform the way that they were supposed to. I've had that too. So I think but I think it's not just about being pretty. Like she said, on the outside, you have to be pretty on the inside too.
Yes.
And then you'll really get the privilege.
Like
Yes,
it gets
true,
like the first
true.
part, but then like you gotta like continue
Right.
on with the rest.
Right. It'll only get you so far when you're only pretty. You know?
Do you guys think it is unfair though? Like,
Totally.
I mean, we're all very attractive.
Totally, because
Do you think it's unfair that we have pretty
100%
privilege or no?
No.
We're like pick parents better. Pick your parents when you're in heaven better.
This is the thing. Have you guys ever seen that meme of the Kardashians where there's like Kylie or Kim or whatever, where it says before and after? It's like, we're not ugly. We just can afford to look pretty, you know, with all these procedures nowadays, whether it's like body enhancements and boobs and hair and all this stuff. Like, a lot of people don't have the necessities that we have to go ahead and go out to a salon and get our hair done and get our nails and all these things to make them look pretty. So it's kind of like a thing that's like, you could go ahead and get these things and become it, but it just, you have to work on yourself. Make sure you're also that person inside. That's right. The thing too, you know?
I agree with that to an extent. I feel like I agree with that, but there's a part of me that's like, we didn't choose to look this way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how do I feel bad?
You guys are not.
How do I feel bad?
You're like,
No,
how do I walk
definitely.
around so fucking fabulous? God, I don't even know how to handle it. Like, how does one handle this? You're like, I wish I could switch shoes with you.
I think it's a mindset. I think if you want to, you know, have that privilege, there's a mindset. You need to get yourself there.
True.
You know, you don't just wake up and you're 21 years old and you just have it.
That's
you have to have the
really
mindset
good,
to walk in and
though.
be like, I know when I walk in a room, I'm going to walk in, my presence
Yes,
is going to be
and
felt, and everyone's going to look at
own
me.
it.
Everyone's going to look at me when I walk in the room. I know that.
Yep. It goes back in with like sexy
Right.
is confident, pretty
Right.
is confidence.
Right.
I think I saw someone once, like a celebrity, say like, I may not be the most beautiful girl in the room, the most curviest, the most this, like I have a big nose. It was like, I forgot who. And she was like, but you know what? Like when I walk in that room, everyone's going to be staring at me like, whoa.
Right. I've seen that. That's so true. That's very true. That's very
A
true.
lot of it's how you carry yourself. Like I saw this thing that was like 95% of how attractive a female is the way she carries herself when she walks in a room.
Oh, yeah.
So if you walk in and you're like, you know,
Yeah.
you're going to come across like different than if you
Yes.
walk in and you act like you are the person everyone's there to see. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that goes
some
into
females,
it too.
I'm like, damn, I wish I had her confidence. She's walking in like,
You don't? You don't
Damn.
have that confidence? Huh? You're a dancer. You should. I mean, you do good.
honestly, I think that confidence also comes with years. Like you grow in your skin and you love yourself and you grow to be like, this is the person and I am and this is what I chose. And, you know, you grow to love yourself more and more each year. But yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm a dancer, but there's days where I'm like, damn, I can't follow that girl. I'll like call someone else on stage.
Oh no!
But you're beautiful.
Thank you. But it's just like, you know, you have those days where it's just like,
I get it.
I don't know.
I think everyone has stuff about them that they don't like or they wish was different.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a matter of being like, I'm the baddest bitch on the block.
That part, that's good.
Baddest
You
bitch
see, that's
on the
why
block.
she's a Taurus.
Straight
That's
up.
why.
I'm the baddest bitch on the block.
That's why
So
she's
you
a
need to go to
Taurus.
someone else's block because
Yeah.
I'm the baddest bitch on the block. I'm the baddest bitch on the block.
That's
Straight up.
really good.
Like you have
I
to tell
love
yourself that. Even on
Yes.
days where I feel like, oh my gosh, I don't like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
or this, I'm like, oh, I'm still the baddest bitch in the room. Like
Oh my God,
Straight
I
up.
love it. I love it.
you have to tell yourself that you're gonna believe it one of these
Yeah.
days. You know what I mean?
That is okay. So, what's your advice to any girls that are listening that, let's say, like they do struggle with, like, oh, I'm shy, walk into a room, or I'm like, I don't want to look at anyone. Like, what would you say? Like, what would they have to do before going into wherever they're going, like a spot or a venue or a club or hosting? Like, advice. For that.
I think advice that I would give is like, you know, when I was younger, I struggled with self-confidence issues. And for me, it was like, I had to look in the mirror and tell myself everything I wanted to hear. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you have a nice body. Oh, you have this. Oh, you have this. And start to appreciate things that, like, you know, maybe I take for granted that other people would like about me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad's
love
girlfriend always says, people would love to be you on your worst day. So think about that. So, like, take it like that. Like, you know, even on days that I feel like I'm ugly and I'm this and I'm that, like, people would love to look like me. You know
what? That's so true.
And that's
I love that.
And so for me, it's like, I think the thing that I started to do when I was younger, and I still sort of do it, is like when I walk in somewhere, I don't look at people, I look through people. So when I walk past them, I just look through them. So I don't look at people's faces. I don't look at them looking at me. I'm looking past them. So I never be like, oh, all these people are staring at me. It's like, oh no, I'm just looking at the back of the room, just getting to where I'm going. So I never look at, but it looks like
kind of like a tunnel vision kind of.
Yeah, like you're in tunnel vision.
You know, like you're not really staring at everyone staring at you, so you're just right.
You're in your own world in the sense that like I know I'm walking in here and I have the confidence to walk in, and I don't care what these people are gonna say when they look at me.
I love it. I love it.
You know,
that is
because I'm here for me. I showed up and I know what I look like, and I know people are gonna look either way. You know.
I love it. Yes.
So I just think that it's just about telling yourself, like, you know, even when you don't feel good, other people would still be like, oh my God, I love her hair. Oh my God, I love this. I love this. And you're taking it for granted.
I
in
know,
a way.
That's true. Yeah, you know? That's very, very true.
So just appreciate the things about you that maybe other people would find beautiful that you don't find beautiful on a lot of days.
I don't know if you've ever I mean, I'm the kind of person where when I meet someone, I'm like, I follow you. I think you're so beautiful. Jasmine already knows because I've done this to Jasmine.
Right.
But, and I've heard sometimes people are like, really? I don't know if I like my outfit. I'm like, no, girl, you look. Right. So it kind of like boggles my mind when I find beautiful females that I'm like so in love with. And like, they're like, well, I didn't feel this certain way, but you know what? You telling me I look this good. Like, wow, thanks, you know? Yeah. And I'm just like, yes, girl, you look amazing. Like, I'm like, so great to meet you and stuff like that. Right. So I kind of like, wow, if this girl that I think is so beautiful, things like second guessing herself, like it's normal, but it's so really good to also have, especially that's what I'm like, have these females around you know you or not know you, say, hey girl, I like your dress, I like your shoes, you know, compliment each other, you know, because it makes you feel good.
Do you guys think sometimes it could come from like girls' past relationships? Like PTSD wise, like let's say like you were from toxic relationships where like maybe someone would talk down to you and be like, oh, you look fat, or like, you know, you look like bummy, like I don't know, like
I think it could come from that. So. But I just had this conversation the other day with the random female that I met at a hookah lounge that was with the same people we were with. And I said to her, I leaned over, she was so beautiful. I just said, you know, you're really beautiful. I leaned over, I told her. And she said, thank you so much. She's like, you know, I love women who compliment women. She said, but the thing is, it's like confident women do that. Because when you don't feel confident, you don't feel like you could compliment the person next to you, even if they're the most extravagant person you've ever seen. You know, and I think that's important to even create a friendship or to start a conversation is to say, oh, hey, I like your shirt. Oh, hey, I like this. I like this. And I think it's just, I think it makes people feel more comfortable and more confident when you could compliment something as simple as somebody's nails, and it's going to make somebody feel good. Like you don't know how far that's going to go with them. True. They're going to take that home. Like, oh my gosh, this girl said she liked my outfit. Like people are going to think about that. You know what I mean?
True. That's very true.
Do you usually like compliment randomly when you're out?
All the time.
Yeah.
Every time I go out.
Me too.
Yeah. I think it's important.
Me and Jasmine check out more girls than we do guys.
Right. I check out the women more than I check out the men.
Love that dress, love the heels, love the hair.
Yeah, me and Jasmine come home and like, oh my God, did you see those heels? Oh my God, yeah, we gotta look it up. We gotta do this. We gotta do that.
But we'll still tell them though too. We're like, this and that. And then I feel like they're surprised, like how you said, because they're probably, in LA, no one's used to that.
Right.
Yes.
It's just always like dogging and dogging.
Why are you wearing that? Right.
Everyone's like,
I think it's important to do that, especially because we live in a time where like, women should be supporting women. Yes. And so I think it's so important when you go out to even just one thing, be like, oh, you know, I really like your dress, or oh, your hair looks beautiful, or your makeup looks good. Like I think that's important because it just brings people together in a way. Like that's going to make somebody feel really good. You don't even know. Like it's a simple sentence that's going to make someone feel really good.
True.
That I think is important.
Facts.
Any ladies that are listening, like let's
your girls out there.
Not be so against each other. Right. Let's build each other up. And then, you know what? For any guys that used to mess around with the girl, like, maybe he was the problem, not the other girl.
Right.
Like, why don't y'all be best friends?
Probably the guy.
Yeah, you guys be best friends and move on and find a better guy for yourselves. Like, it really be like that.
Right.
Yes. Very true. Very, very true.
Yeah, just support each other. Honestly. It's that simple.
Because women make the world go around.
They really do.
Fact. Like literally every man would be nothing without a woman.
I've said this so many times, people, that like when women finally realize how powerful we are, we're going to rule this planet.
Girl, we are so powerful.
But women need to really be like, I'm the most powerful thing ever.
So you know? Much. Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Really, really are. So next question.
All right, so we're switching it up to the would you rather questions. So, would you rather send a nude to your ex or to a stranger?
Definitely my ex.
You're like,
That's kind of toxic. That's kind of toxic.
You're like, let's rekindle the fire.
I would say my ex because it's like, first of all, he's already seen me before, so it's not anything
It's
weird.
comfortable.
But it's also like,
yeah, you
shit,
missed
if the
this,
dick is
huh?
good, like fuck it.
Hey, look what you're missing out on, honey. Look what you're missing out on.
Right, like,
Or you can be like,
should come
oops,
back.
sorry, wrong number.
Oh, like you pretend to, but you're like, but
Sorry.
really it was for him.
Right.
It was for somebody else, but sorry.
Okay, would you? You send it to your ex?
I was gonna say a stranger. Oh my god, why am I like this?
Why though?
I was
Go
gonna say
ahead.
Why
Okay,
though?
why?
because this is the thing. I feel like once I'm done with you, I'm done. Like you
Right,
are
I feel that, I
buried,
feel that.
dead.
Yeah.
I don't even got your number, honey.
Hella is like that, yeah.
I'm like that. Like I don't got your
Right.
number.
I wish I was like that.
I'm that kind of person where I'm done with you. I'm done with you. So stranger definitely. So yeah, you're looking out for that tonight.
The stranger, not her ex. Oh, what's she saying? Aww.
Aw, I love you, Mama D.
Aww.
I love her mom.
I know, me
love her.
too.
Okay, have a one night stand with someone who's like super freaking sexy and attractive, or someone who's not so much, but they're like so skilled in the bedroom, like they know exactly what the fuck they're doing and how to please you. So look,
So is the attractive person not good?
correct, but they're like, God, fucking body immaculate,
Okay,
faces.
I have my answer.
Okay, say it, girl.
I would fuck the attractive person
Even though their sex isn't bad.
because I'll fuck them.
Oh, you're like, I'll make her. You're like,
Right,
I'll
because
make
for me,
myself.
it's like the ego. Like, oh, he's so fine. Like, I have to do it. That I feel like I would just have to, and then I would want to like ruin his life after that. Like, okay, I'm gonna fuck you then. If you can't fuck me, I want to fuck you. That's a Taurus
You're
in me,
like, and
though,
I'll-
sis.
That's a Taurus.
You know.
You're like, I'll tell everyone your sex fucking sucks.
Right, but because I will. But
A little going back to my Taurus friends, they first of all married and been with very attractive men, and they've told me, by the way, his sex sucks, but I do the most work. And I'm like, oh, really, amiga? Like, why would you want to get like?
see,
spirit-
I
but
wouldn't
yeah.
want to be serious with some. But it's also you can teach someone how to fuck you.
True.
Yeah, so they know like what you like. Everyone's so different.
Right.
What I've come to find in guys, like, and what I've heard of girls, like everyone's so different. So
Everyone's-
But if I'm not like physically attracted to you, I can't even get turned on. So that's why I can't do the
It's like it's not
unattractive
gonna
person.
happen.
Like
You're like, no.
I physically can't do it. I was just like, what am I like? There's no way. It wouldn't even get that far.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm the opposite. Cause
okay.
But that's why we're all different.
Because
We're all
sometimes it's
different.
not- Look, sometimes like it's like the actual body reacting to what they're doing. that,
Right.
like, makes you, because technically anyone can react. Their body will react. If you're not into it, their body will still react.
yeah.
Right.
And this is coming from a person that just had 2 bad encounters. And I told Jasmine, girl, bad and bad. I don't know if I'm cursed. I don't know if someone put some voodoo on me. But it's been.
We need to get her some evil
No, I've
eyes.
been
We need to
trying.
get her some evil eyes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that
no,
too.
girl, trust me. I do. And I actually carry my.
She gets limpias,
multivite.
like,
I carry my multivite with me. And
Right.
the other day, you know what? My multivite necklace, it's split, but
Which
I
is
found
good
it.
though. That means that.
No,
That
but
means
I
it
found
worked.
Yeah.
But I found my multivite, but the necklace split when I was going to work. And I'm like, what the? And it landed on my bra.
You're like, I need another one.
Right.
But no, I definitely feel like the unattractive person, but with the best sex, that's for me, because I just hate being with the person and not having good sex. Like that's the worst thing for me. Like I
Yeah.
automatically will cut you off if we have bad sex the first night. I don't even want to try for the second night. Like it's just bad. And if you're not that cute, but you're like chunky and we get it on, and it's good.
AKA
you
her
best
last
believe
move from
I will call-
Cancun.
No, shut up. I'm sorry. I'll call you back. I'm gonna call you back. But yeah, no, Cancun is not gonna be mentioned because yeah, he's a jerk.
But that's why we're all different, you know?
Yeah.
What would you pick?
I think it's the hot guy.
Yeah.
right.
Right. Like I'll go there mentally for
I already
myself.
know.
Right.
Alright, I'm just gonna close my.
Right. I'll just tell you what to
I'll
do.
look, but I'll like.
Right.
I don't know, but I've been there though when they're really. I have had that where like,
Right.
they're so fucking fine, but like they don't really know what the fuck they're doing in bed.
Right.
You had that?
Yes, or their dick is little. And that's
Yeah,
even
and
worse.
it's just, like,
That's even worse.
awkward, and you're trying. You're like, it's not really doing nothing.
Can I say a story? This guy.
yes,
Okay, this
please.
guy. One time we were in my car and he was so fine, like so fine. He was like, oh, like I want you, blah blah. Like he was so attractive, and I'm telling you, he pulled his dick out, his smallest dick I ever saw, and I literally went like this. I literally went, and he's like, why are you smiling? And I was just like, no reason. It was so unbelievable. Right. It was so unbelievable. I was like scarred. I was like,
did you guys end up like?
No.
You just are like.
I was like, oh, I gotta go home.
Why do guys do that? I remember someone did that to me too. And I said, if you know your dick is small, why would you pull it out?
Right.
Like, I'm not attracted to that. Like,
Right.
I mean, okay, but for the guys who are small D's across the world, like, are they supposed to like end up sexless?
No,
Like, what should they
not.
do?
I feel like you gotta know what you're working.
But it's also like, if your dick is this big, how are you gonna fuck me when my ass is this big?
Yeah.
Like, you're not even gonna get anywhere.
Girl.
How are you gonna get through my ass?
Imagine me with these hips.
Right. Right.
Hell no. So yeah,
So
sorry
there's,
guys.
is there no hope then for the shrimps? Of the
No, there's
world?
some hope. Just not with me.
So like smaller tooties. Tootie.
Yeah.
Tootie.
Right.
All right. Would you guys rather only sleep with people that have a super high body count, like a couple hundred, or be a virgin forever?
Oh, the body count for
I
sure.
think body count,
The body count for sure.
Couple thousand still.
The body count for
Ain't
sure.
nobody want to die a virgin.
Right. The body count for sure.
Yeah. Body
Yeah, I
count.
would pick body count.
Yeah. I don't think the body count, like, I don't think it's that overly important. Because what somebody did before you is none of your business in the first place. So I don't think that's like a testament to somebody's character. Oh, because they
Agreed.
fucked a million people. That doesn't matter.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think it's just, okay, you didn't even know I existed. Why does it matter if I, did this before you even were alive or before I even knew you existed?
Yeah.
I think people just play too much into that. Oh, women are only supposed to have sex with 5 men or what. I think that's ridiculous.
Girl, I'm out.
Girl, right. Like, I think that's ridiculous.
The Drake song is like, fucked on the first night because we grown.
Right. Like,
yeah.
I don't think
There
that
shouldn't
there's
be a
like a
rule.
time limit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it hasn't been 90 days. I can't have sex with you. Like, if I meet you the first night and the energy is there, I'm going to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think there should be like, right, we're grown. It shouldn't be like, that shouldn't make me a bad person
Yes.
for doing that.
And we're like, if anything, you were easy. We seduced you.
Right.
And y'all-
You're easy.
Yeah, we knew you were easy, so we fucked
Right.
you.
Exactly.
The ladies fucked you guys. You gotta
Right.
You gotta switch it
Because
around.
we're the ones that decide to have sex. They aren't. So y'all are all easy. Super easy.
Like, and that's that. Okay, one last question to end it off, everyone. Is would you rather spend the rest of your life with someone who's a rich billionaire who you don't really love but you're okay with, that you like, or someone who's poor but you're madly in love with?
I already know my answer.
Honestly, I think people are gonna be shocked by this, but I would take the poor person.
And you're
I would
madly
take
in love with them.
the poor person because first of all, I'm not gonna be poor. So if they're poor, okay, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like there's not an amount of money that can buy you things like that. Like, you can't buy love, you can't buy class, you can't buy these things. And so for me, like, I would rather have the love because, like she said earlier, Tauruses are meant for a relationship, for love.
I was
And as much as as much as I love being single and I'm great at it, I know I'm destined to be in a relationship. And so I would take the love over the money.
Yep.
I just
So
would.
by the way, so did my friends, and they're not happy.
You what?
Right.
I said so did my friends, and they're not happy. But it's okay.
Right.
Oh,
I
with
would
the
take
love
the,
wise.
They're in love. They're in love.
That's what I'm saying. I have friends and people that I know that go both ways.
Right,
Like,
so do I.
I went this way and this and that. So
I also think, I mean, if you read between the lines, it's like also depends like your age and everything else.
Right.
But definitely, if you love someone, if they're not, well, let me take a step back because I was with a person that I loved and he wasn't rich. He was very poor. And I was trying to help him better himself and he didn't want to.
right.
So in my case, I will take the billionaire and be unhappy in Paris crying by myself. So billionaire for me. That's the way I see it because either way, I feel like along the lines of life, you will be unhappy. So I might as well be unhappy in Paris, chilling
Yeah.
with with the bus boy or something like that, cute bus boy. But yeah, I mean, Taurus move. I saw that coming. I already knew. Because all my Taurus girls ended up with their guys, but like they're literally married with kids and stuff like that. So I believe that's.
But the Tauruses are still boss women, because my mom too. She's like,
oh,
you're like. I think my mom's more open, especially because you guys are so like boss, like you make a lot of money, that you guys are more open, like, okay, well, we're okay with a guy who's less, and then building up. But on my mom's perspective, like it usually doesn't work out. Like
it doesn't.
That's not like you.
That's
try to
the
build
problem.
Up, but they're doing the bare minimum. They're always gonna do the bare minimum, even though you love them. So you just have to like keep trying. So I've been telling her, like, maybe you should find someone who is. And then my mom gave me this in my head. She's like, you know what? Everyone says like either you can have ugly and rich or really.
Why can't you have both?
Yes. And my mom told me, she's like, no, not. We're gonna get someone who we're madly in love with. They're fucking sexy to us, and they're fucking hella money. Like don't limit ourselves. So I'm like, I know I asked that question, but still, like, and my mom said the same thing. She's like, no, people think that like you have an ugly guy and he's rich. No. We're going to get all that, everything we want in one.
Yeah, I don't think you should have to just settle because you find something. Like, for me, I think your mom is right in the sense that, like, when you find someone who you love but they're poor, it's still going to be a problem because it's like they look at you a different way. You're dragging them along. Like, I don't want to do that. I want someone who I love but also has their own. I have my own, but we have a lot together. You know, like, I'm not going to settle for something because even if you have the love there, if the money's not there, that's still going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Vice versa, if you have the money, not the love, it's going to be either way. It's going to be a problem. So I'm manifesting both.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, I'm only saying that because I've been through that. Situation.
Hold on. Sorry. We're at 46, but real quick, everyone give a shout out to Mama D and everyone watching at the recovery house.
Hi, Mama D.
She said that you guys are on the main TV at the recovery house and everyone's watching.
Aww. Hi, Mama D.
And then she said, to answer your question earlier, I would take the poor person too.
Aww.
And she said, tell Ella to speak into the mic.
Oh man. Sorry.
Wait, so Mama D would pick the poor person?
Yeah.
She's a Taurus?
Yeah, she's a Taurus.
Yeah,
right.
She's a Taurus.
It's a Taurus energy.
Yeah.
Because you guys are so boss and so rich, you're like, oh,
because you guys are like, I'll take care of us,
I'll always take care of me at the end of the day, I think that's why we're so good at being alone.
Have you ever broken up with someone, like maybe he was everything that you wanted, but he didn't really, you gave him a chance to step up to like make that money, and he never really stepped up to it? Have you ever broke up with someone for that?
Yeah, I dated this guy, and I just feel like it was always an issue because he was always like, well, you live in this place and you drive a BMW and you have this nice apartment and you have this and you have this. And it was always like it was like when we would argue, he would like take digs at me about it. Mm-hmm. And it was like, but bro, like I'm here, like supporting you through all of these things. And you're on a lower level than me, and I'm still supporting you, but you still want to like throw these in my face at the same time.
Build him up, right?
Right. Like I was helping him with his Instagram, with like all of these things that realistically, I don't need to be doing that. You know what I mean? I could be working on myself, like helping him do so much stuff for his brand. And it was always a dig. At the end of the day, like when push came to shove, it was a dig at me because I had more. So it's like, why do I want to do that?
Yes.
You know what I mean? I might as well just be by myself and work on myself and then have somebody later that's going to be both of them.
I had a situation, Same thing, I had this situation,
It's not appealing.
This is good. This is so good, guys.
So good, guys.
Oh my God, I gotta cheers to all that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Abe, let's tag Peyton in. So, okay. So we're gonna tag Peyton's Instagram in, and then what are you working on next? That's coming up for you now.
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to drop a clothing line next year for my birthday. Yeah. I'll be 26 next year, so I want to do it like a year from now. I'm just really picky, and I want everything to be perfect. I'm not gonna announce the name yet because I haven't told anyone.
Is it only women, men's?
Well, I want to start with women's, and then in like a year or two add men's, and then like once I have kids, I want to add kids clothes.
Ooh,
so I wanted to I wanted to get to a point where like when I'm out, people know I'm wearing my own clothes unless it's designer stuff. Like it's either designer stuff or my own. You know what I mean? So I really like that idea, and because I feel like for women who have curves, we don't have a lot of options on clothing.
Especially sweats, like the
Right,
sweats
like
are
there's
awkwardly tight.
they get really
and
big
they're
up
short.
here. Yeah, like, and so I want to build it for women like us who have curves and can wear those type of stuff that we want to wear, but we can't because we have, I can't wear denim shorts. I can't wear a lot of stuff because my body, you know?
So it's going to be like, not active wear, right?
It's all over the board.
Okay, cool.
It's literally my style, which is all over the board.
Okay.
So that's what it is.
Swimwear too and lingerie.
Yeah, everything. I want to do everything. Yeah.
You do it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then, as you guys saw, I was away from my Instagram for like 6 weeks. I can't say for what, but I was away filming something, and it drops in September. And so stay tuned. The trailer is supposed to be out soon. So
do you have
it's
an actual September date, or we don't know?
No, we don't have the date yet, but when it comes out, I will know. Like when the trailer comes out, I'm going to drop it, and then everyone's going to know, and then I can announce it. But
so
it's
exciting.
my life is going to change in the next couple of months.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Stop.
So you guys better check in with her now. Follow her now. See where her true real followers are. She will not forget y'all. Promise.
Right.
So you have her Instagram that's showing, right, Abe? Her Instagram, follow, like her posts, and support her all the time. Peyton, you'll see more of us together. We're gonna keep hanging out more after this, collab more on future things. And then also thank you, Ella, again. Ella is like my new she's my new co-host. If you guys like all of us like this, thumbs up on the video, comment, good comments, or feedback, or whatever you want. And we'll be here next Thursday, 7 p.m. as always. And we love you. And thank you for watching and tuning in, Ella.
Thank you so much, guys. I love my co-host, and I love you, babe. Honestly, today was a great chat. If you guys didn't hear me so well, I'm so sorry. I'll try to speak up into the microphone more.